Now I will practice like this by keeping the pencil in mouth. I will read from the book Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. I shook my head in disbelief, threw my bag to the ground, and started racking weights. With heavy metal blaring from the speakers, two knuckle draggers came together to put the fuck out. Most of our work focused on the legs, including long sets of squats and deadlifts at 315 pounds. In between, we bench pressed 225. This was a real deal powerlifting session, and afterwards we sat on the bench next to one another and watched one our quads and hamstrings quiver. It was fucking funny until it was not. Ultra running has gone at least somewhat mainstream since then, but in 2005 most ultra races, especially the San Diego one day, was pretty obscure and it was all new to me. When the majority of people think of ultras, they picture trails runs through remote wilderness and don't often imagine circuit races, but there were some serious runners in the field at the San Diego one day. This was the American National 24-hour championship and athletes descended from all over the country hoping for a trophy, a place on the podium, and the modest winner take all cash prize of them $2,000. No, this was not a gilded event basking in corporate sponsorship, but it was a sight for a team comp between the US Ultra Distance national team and a team from Japan. Each side fielded teams of 4 men and 4 women who each ran for 24 hours. One of the top individual athletes in the field was also was also from Japan. Her name was Miss Inagaki, and early on she and I kept pace. SPG turned out to cheer me on that morning with his wife and 2-year-old son. They huddled up on the sidelines with my new wife, Kate, who I had married a few months before, a little over 2 years after my second divorce from Pam was finalized. When they saw me, they couldn't help but double over in laughter, not just because SBG was still beat up from our workout the night before, and here I was trying to run 100 miles, but because of how out of place I looked. When I spoke to SBG about it not long ago, the scene still made him laugh. So ultra marathoners are a little weird, right? SBG said, and that morning it was like there were all these skinny ass college professors looking fucking granola, eating weirdos, and then there is this one big black dude who looks like a fucking lime linebacker from the Raiders running around this track jacked the fuck up with no shirt on, and I am thinking of that song we had in kindergarten. One of these things is not like the other. That was the song going through my head when I saw this fucking NFL linebacker running around this diamond track with all these skinny little nerds. I mean, they were some hard motherfuckers. Those runners. I am not taking that away from them, but they were all super clinical about nutrition and shit. And you just put a pair of shoes on and said, "Let's go." He is not wrong. I didn't put much thought into my race plan at all. I hashed it at Walmart the night before, where I bought a fold-out lawn chair for Kate and me to use during the race, and was fuel for the entire day. One box of Ritz crackers and 2 4 packs of Mayoplex. I didn't drink much water. I didn't even consider my electrolyte or potassium levels or eat any fresh fruit. SPG brought me a pack of Hostess chocolate donuts where he showed up and I gobbled those in a few seconds. I mean, I was winging it for real. Yet at mile 15, I was still in fifth place, still keeping pace with Miss Inagaki. While Matthew was getting more and more nervous, he ran up to me and tagged along. You should slow down, David, he said. Pace yourself a bit more. I shrugged. I got this. That's it for the day.